doing my thing. And you know what that means? You going up against somebody who got nothing to lose and everything to gain.
I told you can't trust me. Now Puffy done killed Tupac, man.
Puff is a sucker, man. Puff said he's gonna walk up on 50 Cent and punch him in the face.
Yeah, he said, I'm just gonna punch him in the face.
Tell Curtis I'm not finished yet. This note was delivered to 50 Cent only a few hours after Diddy escaped his RICO charges. And people close to him claim it didn't come through one of his attorneys. It came directly from Diddy himself. As most have likely heard by this point, Diddy was ruled not guilty on the most serious accusation that could have locked him up forever. And 50 became trending. Just a few hours after the decision when this image showed up online showing that someone gave him a scary message from a fake profile. So, we all know 50 has targeted Diddy for a long time, teasing him on the internet. With messages like this one where 50 joked, "You do know there's no seat on that bike, right?" And when he wasn't stirring things up on Instagram, 50 was slamming Diddy in talks and naming him soft.
Away from that, I explained why I didn't hang out with him, right? Because it's a little fluffy stuff going on.
It's not your scene.
It's not my stuff.
But this situation isn't like others. Look, the actual reason Diddy is now warning 50 through a fake profile is because of that series 50 is creating. Did he really do it? And here's the reason. The series is still very much happening regardless. Of Theta's decision, and 50 actually swore he will uncover far more than what we saw during the courtroom. But what does 50 have? And is that the reason Diddy just warned him? Well, if you watch the case closely, you know a lot of shady stuff went down. Like when the authorities suddenly swapped the main lawyer with Moran Comey, the same guy who reportedly helped hide the Epstein scandal, and then there's Diddy's closest assistant, Christina. She was pointed out by several people as part of the scheme, but the agents totally skipped her, and nobody knows where Christina vanished. And there's even worse things. The major press kept quiet, but now 50 Cent is vowing to reveal all that and even more. But with Diddy maybe getting out, you know, he's trying hard to stay safe. That threat he gave 50 is a loud sign that he'll do whatever it takes to guard himself. And nobody knows what Diddy might try when he's out. He might miss with 50's company moves, ties, maybe attempt something even riskier. Because we already heard from Capricorn Clark that Diddy planned to harm 50.
We started off this morning with Capricorn Clark. She's a former Diddy assistant, former marketing manager for Sean John. Oh, she talked about 50 Cent. So I don't know what year this was, but she said that Diddy was doing a press event with 50 Cent at MTV, and they actually shared the same manager at this point, and his name was Chris Lighty. And she said that Chris Lighty and herself and Diddy got into an elevator, and Diddy was having a problem with 50 Cent, and he said something like, you know, I don't like the back and forth, I like guns.
All right, let's dive into that warning mess. Because this wasn't just a mind your business kind of threat. That fake profile that posted, "Tell Curtis ain't finished yet," had stayed silent for months. And then, out of nowhere, just hours after Dodgemic came in, it popped back up with that one sentence. Now, here's where it got serious. Insiders near 50 say this wasn't the first moment he got warned. Actually, 50 himself spoke out after hearing that Diddy meant to harm him. Back in May, Diddy's sex assistant, Capricorn Clark, said in court that one time she joined Diddy at MTV for some media event. She heard him saying to a bodyguard thought he didn't like drama and people but did like weapons. And based on claim, Diddy was talking about heist issue with 50 Cent, who was also present that day. Capricorn said Mr. Combs told Chris Lighty he carried a weapon. He had trouble with 50 Cent. So, how did 50 respond to that? Well, 50 being 50, he made fun of it and uploaded an image of himself looking worried with the text, "Oh wow, Tiny Diddy wants me gone, I need to keep low. I think I'll hide out at the playoff match tonight, LOL. But here's the catch. This happened way back in May when most people still thought that Diddy would get life behind bars. But jump to now, and the panel found Diddy not guilty on 3 out of 5 counts. He escaped the biggest one, the RICO charge. As shared by NBC News. Diddy was convicted on 2 charges of moving women for wrongful acts, Cassie, and one more called Jane. So, what does this mean exactly about a possible jail term? Could Diddy really walk away free? And is that why he feels brave enough to warn 50 Cent? Well, Diddy and his group were aware that Diddy would leave court the same day the ruling was given. Still, Diddy was refused release. And based on News Nation, Judge Aaron Subramanian say Diddy is too risky to be let go. Diddy's punishment for the 2 guilty findings is set for October 3 RD. Until then, he'll stay behind bars. As far as time inside, People magazine says both charges Diddy was found guilty of have a top limit of 20 years, 10 years each. Now, after Diddy is judged, it's very likely his legal team will file to challenge both the outcome and time given. So, we'll need to watch and wait how much time, if any, he really ends up getting. But back to 50 Cent. The scariest part is Diddy's not avenged of a sentence yet, but he's already sending revenge signals. Like he knows he's getting out. But hold on, why is 50 the main one on Diddy's payback list? Sure, 50 has been teasing and laughing at Diddy nonstop ever since Cassie filed her case nearly 2 years ago. But truth is, 50 was doing that way before this whole story exploded. 50 and Diddy have had issues since the early 2000s, and 50 was the first to openly bring up Diddy's personal side, and it goes far back. .50 didn't just tease Diddy online. He revealed what may have sparked through a whole fight. This was 50 Cent, 8 years ago, The Breakfast Club saying why Habagan, messing with Diddy.
Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said.
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January 9th.
That's why I get uncomfortable. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago. At Chris Lighty's wedding, he told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of no, dude, take me. That's what a guy says to a girl.
But you've been getting out for over a decade. I remember when you said the top feels so much better than the bottom.
Yeah, I've been saying this. Everybody see. Don't make like it's just me, man. Fluffy do some like a little fluffy stuff.
Now you guys are all in some hip hop beef, okay?
These jokes are the reason Diddy wanted to do something to 50. He could have a donut years before, but this time their risks are bigger, and it all connects to 50 Cent's new series, Diddy Do It. Why? Because it was just shared that 50 is switching paths with this show, and now he plans to look even deeper into people around Diddy. 50 told Variety that his show series will be a layered story covering many years, not just the stories or videos seen. So far now, Diddy Do It was first shown as a reveal of Diddy's crazy actions, mainly the wild parties with other stars. But now that Diddy possessed the RICO trial, the series is going in a darker and more risky direction. In truth, just lately, a short video came out that's likely from 50's series, showing what seems like some type off-script party vibe at Diddy's big house. Masks, animal horns, creepy mood, the whole scene.
It will be exposed. I mean, when I walk in, I definitely take pride in being the originator of the preparation of the sex. Little things that I personally like. A lot of ladies, they just, so you have, if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave. Right. Gotta keep them there. Right. You need locks on the doors. P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is.
And if that clip is real, 50 Stories is about to show a much darker side of this tale that most people don't know anything about. But it gets even more twisted. Based on people near the filming team, 50 chose to look deeply into the parts of the tale that were left out during the hearing, and wants to talk about the big issue, meaning those stories that Diddy was acting as a spy for the feds and that the whole court case was Medetto shift focus. Think back to years ago when Kanye called Diddy a fed. Well, it seems like he found proof that may support this idea.
There's new speculation. A woman at the center of Sean's orbit and business empire could potentially hold the key to the prosecution. She is Christina Corum, seen here with Diddy in Florida in November after he settled his case with ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. Diddy posted this photo of her to Facebook saying, Christina, a.k.a. KK, keeps everything in my life and my business running. She's my right hand. In a separate lawsuit against Combs, music producer Rodney Jones used this same photo, calling Corum the Ghislaine Maxwell to Sean Combs' Jeffrey Epstein. She was referenced 64 times in that suit.
But how exactly is he trying to show that Diddy might have been a secret agent? Well, to begin with, Hep plans for one part of his show series to focus in Christina Coram, Diddy's sunk-down partner and supposed boss lady, who was said to Diddy what Ghislaine Maxwell was to Jeffrey Epstein last year when Diddy got taken in. The Madrier news group said that Christina Coram might have the key to Thocus because she had been Diddy's closest helper for many years.
You see Epstein, you see others. There's rumors that float around that they worked, with the government agencies at times, and I would not doubt that. I would not doubt that there were CIA operations or FBI operations that were ongoing over the many decades in which many times these individuals were operating, criminally. And you go back to Epstein, and I was flabbergasted at the deal that, my colleague and friend Alex Acosta, the U.S. attorney at the time in Florida, offered to Epstein. I mean, the only reason that you would believe that such a deal would be granted in that kind of a case and investigation was if there was solid information. Of course, we'll never know at this point, but there had to have been some solid information about some very high-level targets in order to give such a deal to an individual that was such a criminal.
But skip ahead to the court and Christina's name hardly came up. Now, Cassie did mention Christina during her time on the stand and said that Christina kept watch on her for Diddy. Cassie has said in court that she spoke with Christina most daily about everything from plans to chatting about Diddy's attitude and how to deal with him that day. I talked to KK about many things, Cassie said. She knew plenty about my personal stuff. And another survivor known only as Jane showed a phone message got from Christina where Christina pushed Jane to fly with banned items and told her, "It's okay, Ito, it all the time." So the real question is, why wasn't Christina brought in as a witness? As per CNN, Diddy's lawyers at first listed Christina as one of Diddy's partners in crime, but then they fully stopped talking about her, which really shady because if she was really Diddy's helper, making her talk in court would have helped fellow wires prove the crime link. None of this adds up. And this is the exact reason why 50 Cent aims to focus on Christina. And fans are already guessing that Christina is the key reason why the lawyers laced trial, while some are even saying that the full trial was fake to bigger people. One person on X said, "People think that the Diddy story is over, but it's not. This was the deep state trying to hide things. There will be more to come." Ask yourself why Christina Coram KK was no test to speak in court, because Azertain Kami had a role. There will be more to come. Now, who is this Kami person and what do they have to do with this? So, this person is talking about Maureen Kami, the top lawyer in the trial who joined the team after Damon Williams shared he was quitting on November 25th, 2024. Just weeks after Diddy got taken in theater of all that looked very strange. Damon Williams was leading the Diddy case from the beginning. So, why did he back out just ahead of Diddy's trial? As for Maureen, she has the same Kami last name tied to Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell case. So now the rumors are flying that parts of the U.S. system may have looked away or even helped parts of Diddy's secret plan because Diddy's file collection supposedly holds videos and details on top-level leaders, news bosses, and big company heads. Remember, the agents said they took a big stash of tapes from Diddy's homes during their searches. And still, they haven't told anyone who exactly is in those videos. So, if this is real, it means this is way bigger than Diddy. It's starting to seem like Diddy was just a helper, just like Jeffrey Epstein was. People are new guessing that Diddy was a shielded spy working a hidden mission for a much stronger group. In fact, former U.S. lawyer Brett Tolman lately said that Diddy and Epstein ran almost same kind of secret plan. So, if 50 Cent is really looking into all of this for histories, it's not shocking. He's getting warnings because this clearly goes way deeper than Diddy. And while fans are already telling 52, he just gave a strong message at it. He's not planning to step back. After his fans rushed his Instagram with posts that Diddy will try to get back at him, 50 hit back, calling Diddy gay Teflon Don and said, "Get theft off my profile," talking about, "I'm supposed to be afraid of him." Now, 50 says he's not worried. But the people's calling out, they don't just play dirty. They run the show, and they don't